Volume 1, Book 2, Number 41. Narrated, Aisha. Once the Prophet came while a woman was sitting with me. He said, "Who is she?" I replied, "She is so and so," and told him about her excessive praying. He said disapprovingly, "Do good deeds which is within your capacity, without being overtaxed, as Allah does not get tired of giving rewards. But surely you will get tired, and the best deed, act of worship, in the sight of Allah is that which is done regularly." Volume 1, Book 2, Number 42. Narrated Anas. The Prophet said, "Whoever said, 'None has the right to be worshipped but Allah,' and has in his heart good faith, equal to the weight of a barley grain, will be taken out of hell. And whoever said, 'None has the right to be worshipped but Allah,' and has in his heart good faith, equal to the weight of a wheat grain, will be taken out of hell. And whoever said, 'None has the right to be worshipped but Allah,' and has in his heart good faith, equal to the weight of an atom, will be taken out of hell." Volume 1, Book 2, Number 43. Narrated, Umar bin al-Khattab. Once a Jew said to me, "O the chief of believers, there is a verse in your holy book which is read by all of you Muslims, and had it been revealed to us, we would have taken that day on which it was revealed as a day of celebration." Umar bin al-Khattab asked, "Which is that verse?" The Jew replied, "This day I have perfected your religion for you, completed my favor upon you, and have chosen for you Islam as your religion." 5-3. Umar replied, "No doubt, we know when and where this verse was revealed to the Prophet. It was Friday, and the Prophet was standing at Arafat, i.e. the day of Hajj." Volume 1, Book 2, Number 44. Narrated Talha bin Ubaidullah. A man from Najd with unkempt hair came to Allah's apostle, and we heard his loud voice, but could not understand what he was saying, till he came near, and then we came to know that he was asking about Islam. Allah's apostle said, "You have to offer prayers perfectly 5 times in a day and night, 24 hours. The man asked, "Is there any more praying?" Allah's apostle replied, "No. But if you want to offer the Nawafil prayers, you can." Allah's apostle further said to him, "You have to observe fasts during the month of Ramadan." The man asked, "Is there any more fasting?" Allah's apostle replied, "No. But if you want to observe the Nawafil fasts, you can." Then Allah's apostle further said to him, "You have to pay the zakat, obligatory charity." The man asked, "Is there anything other than the zakat for me to pay?" Allah's apostle replied, "No, unless you want to give alms of your own." And then that man retreated, saying, "By Allah, I will neither do less nor more than this." Allah's apostle said, "If what he said is true, then he will be successful, i.e. he will be granted paradise." Volume 1, Book 2, Number 45. Narrated Abu Hurairah. Allah's apostle said, "A believer who accompanies the funeral procession of a Muslim out of sincere faith and hoping to attain Allah's reward, and remains with it till the funeral prayer is offered and the burial ceremonies are over, he will return with a reward of 2 chirats. Each chirat is like the size of the Mount Uhud. He who offers the funeral prayer only and returns before the burial, will return with the reward of 1 chirat only." Volume 1, Book 2, Number 46. Narrated Abdullah. The Prophet said, "Abusing a Muslim is fusiq, an evil doing, and killing him is kufr, disbelief." Narrated Ubadah bin as-Samit. Allah's apostle went out to inform the people about the date of the night of decree, al-Qadr, but there happened a quarrel between 2 Muslim men. The Prophet said, "I came out to inform you about the date of the night of al-Qadr, But as so and so and so and so quarreled, its knowledge was taken away. I forgot it. And maybe it was better for you. Now look for it in the 7th, the 9th and the 5th, of the last 10 nights of the month of Ramadan. Volume 1, Book 2, number 47. Narrated Abu Hurairah. One day while the Prophet was sitting in the company of some people, the angel, Gabriel came and asked, "What is faith?" Allah's apostle replied, "Faith is to believe in Allah, His angels, the meeting with Him, His apostles, and to believe in resurrection." Then he further asked, "What is Islam?" Allah's apostle replied, "To worship Allah alone and none else, to offer prayers perfectly, to pay the compulsory charity, zakat, and to observe fasts during the month of Ramadan." Then he further asked, "What is ihsan, perfection?" Allah's apostle replied, "To worship Allah as if you see Him, and if you cannot achieve this state of devotion, then you must consider that He is looking at you." Then he further asked, "When will the hour be established?" Allah's apostle replied, "The answerer has no better knowledge than the questioner. But I will inform you about its portents. 1. When a slave, lady, gives birth to her master. 2. When the shepherds of black camels start boasting and competing with others in the construction of higher buildings. And the hour is one of 5 things which nobody knows except Allah." The Prophet then recited, "Verily, with Allah alone is the knowledge of the hour." 31, 34. Then that man, Gabriel, left and the Prophet asked his companions to call him back, but they could not see him. Then the Prophet said, "That was Gabriel who came to teach the people their religion." Abu Abdullah said, "He, the Prophet, considered all that as a part of faith." Volume 1, Book 2, number 48. Narrated Abdullah bin Abbas. I was informed by Abu Sufyan that Heraclius said to him, "I asked you whether they, followers of Muhammad, were increasing or decreasing. You replied that they were increasing. And in fact, this is the way of true faith till it is complete in all respects. I further asked you whether there was anybody who, after embracing his, the Prophet's, religion, Islam, became displeased and discarded it. You replied in the negative, and in fact, this is a sign of true faith. When its delight enters the heart and mixes with him completely, nobody can be displeased with it." Volume 1, Book 2, number 49. Narrated Nu'man bin Bashir. I heard Allah's apostle saying, "Both legal and illegal things are evident, but in between them there are doubtful, suspicious things, and most of the people have no knowledge about them. So whoever saves himself from these suspicious things saves his religion and his honor. And whoever indulges in these suspicious things is like a shepherd who grazes his animals near the himma, private pasture, of someone else, and at any moment he is liable to get in it. O people, beware! Every king has a himma, and the himma of Allah on the earth is his illegal, forbidden things. Beware! There is a piece of flesh in the body. If it becomes good, reformed, the whole body becomes good, but if it gets spoilt, the whole body gets spoilt, and that is the heart.